Good morning, everyone. Today, I, Riya Sharma, and my teammates Rohit Girdhar and Vanshu Kapoor are here to present our topic History of Socialism. Under this topic, we will be covering first, what is socialism, second, origin of socialism, third, early modern socialism and its development, fourth, influence of Karl Marx, fifth, socialism in the 20th century, sixth, conclusion. I will be starting with what is socialism. Socialism is a populist economic and political system based on public ownership of the means of production. In simple word, it is a political idea that is based on the belief that all people are equal and that money and property should be equally divided. Next, origin of socialism. Ideas in political tradition that are conceptually related to modern socialism have their origin in antiquity and the Middle Ages. Ancient Egypt had a strong, unified theocratic state which, along with its temple system, employed peasants in massive labor projects and owned key parts of the economy such as granaries, which dispensed grain to the public in hard times. This system of government is sometimes referred to as theoretic socialism. Philosopher Plato depicted a type of collective society in his dialogue Republic. In 16th century England, Thomas More drew on Platonic ideals for his utopia, an imaginary island where money has been abolished and people live and work communally. Early modern socialism and its development. The history of socialism has its origin in the 1786 French Revolution and the changes which it brought, although it has precedents in earlier movements and ideas. The Communist Manifesto was written by Karl Marx and Friedrich Engels in 1848, just before the revolution of 1848 swept Europe, expressing what they termed scientific socialism. In the last third of the 19th century, parties dedicated to democratic socialism arose in Europe, drawing mainly from Marxism. The first modern socialists were early 19th century Western European social critics. In this period, socialism emerged from a diverse array of doctrines and social experiments associated primarily with British and French thinkers, especially Charles Fourier, Saint-Simon, Robert Owen. Outlining principles for the reorganization of society along collectivist lines, Saint Simon, Fourier, and Owens served as the primary advocates for what later became known as utopian socialism. Now Rohit will be continuing.
Morning, everyone. So I will be continuing with the presentation. Early modern socialist, Henry de Saint. Simon Henry de Saint. Simon was the founder of French socialism as well as the modern theoretical socialism in Germany. Abandoning economic liberalism, he instead propounded a system which would replace the traditional state with a brotherhood of man that incorporated industry and state into a single centralized state. In this new socialist state, all people would have equal opportunity, and the state would function as meritocracy, ignoring traditional class division based on mobility and wealth. So, what is economic liberalism? Economic liberalism is the lessening of government regulations and restrictions in an economy in exchange for greater participation by private entities. So he instead propounded a system which would replace the traditional state with the brother of man. man that incorporated society and industry and society. And meritocracy is a political system in which economic goods and political power are vested in individual people on the basis of talent, effort, achievement rather than wealth or social class. Next person is Charles Fourier. Fourier. Charles Fourier was a French Utopian socialist and philosopher. Modern scholars credit Fourier with having originated the word feminism, which is feminism, in 1837. As early as 1808, he had argued in the theory of the four movement that the extension of liberty of movement was the general principle of all social progress. Next is Robert Owen. Robert Owen advocated the transformation of society into a small local collectives without such elaborate system of social organization. Owen is considered the father of cooperative movement. He transformed life in the village of New Lardin with ideas and opportunities which were at the least 100 years ahead of their time. Child labor and corporal punishment were abolished, and the villagers were provided with decent homes, schools, and free health care, etc. Now we will talk about what was the influence of Karl Marx in socialism. In 1848, Marx and his fellow German thinker uh, Friedrich Engels published the Communist Manifesto, in which they introduced the concept of socialism as a natural result of conflicts inherent in the capitalist system. Under the leadership of Karl Marx, a new economic system called socialism was introduced, in which there is no scope for any private enterprise as everything was owned and controlled by the government. Marx and his collaborator Engels argued that the true scientific socialism could be established only after a revolutionary class struggle with the workers emerging on top. He also believed that the condition of workers would never improve as long as the profit was taken by the capitalist. Mark, Marx believed that to free themselves from the capitalist exploitation, workers had to form a socialist society where all the property was socially owned and controlled. Next is socialism in the 20th century. The creation of Soviet Union marked the first advance in the human history of establishment of society free from class exploitation. The rapid strides made by socialism, the transformation of once backward economy into a mighty economic and military bulwark confronting imperialism had confirmed the superiority of the socialist system. The building of socialism in the Soviet Union is an epic saga of human endeavor. Following the failure of socialist central planning in the Soviet Union and the Maoist China during the 20th century, many modern socialists adjusted to a high regulatory and redistributive system, sometimes referred to as the market socialism or democratic socialism. In the first half of 20th century, the Soviet Union and the communist parties of the Third International around the world mainly came to represent socialism in terms of the Soviet model of economic development and the creation of centrally planned economies directed by the state that owns all the means of production. Meanwhile, over the course of 20th century, social democratic parties found support in many European countries. Their ideas called for a gradual pursuit of social reforms through the process of democratic government within a largely capitalist system. Now, Vansho will continue with the impact of socialism on business.
Thank you, Rohit. Impact of socialism in on business. In a market socialist economic, businesses would be predominantly publicly owned or corporately owned by their workforce and organized to allow greater self management for its workers. Depending on the policy regime accompany the socialism of ownership enterprises would cooperate in a relatively laissez fair market environment to the highly interventionist one. Socialism has helped big corporations avoid paying state taxes that small mom and pop shops have to pay. When corporation like Walmart or Amazon move into a state, they negotiate a difference of state income taxes. This is form of socialism that has a positive impact on business. Continued. Speaking of taxes, when large corporations pay zero federal income tax, they do so under a form of socialism where the taxpayers have to pay higher taxes to compensate for the lack of taxes the corporation pays. This has a very positive impact on business. Second, one of my favorite examples of how socialism positively impacts business is the development of sports stadiums. The stadiums are largely paid for by tax dollars, but the profit goes on the franchisee owners. This is a brilliant way that businesses benefit from socialism. Conclusion. Lastly, we can say that socialism puts an end to the division of life into public and private sectors and to the difference between civil society and the state society. People can't live happy in a society where people are deprived of their basic needs and are exploited. Thank you.